All right, looks like we're starting to come through here. Just adjust audio here. Hello and welcome. Took 2 days off for the weekend, but I'll be honest, I did miss this. It's not always been that way. When I first started this whole process, coding on camera was quite daunting. But we've had some great engagement, feedback, so looking to get right back on it. Where's my mouse? Here we go. Tonight, what we're going to do is we're just going to continue wrapping up what we've already got built. So if you've been following me the past week or two, we went from just having YouTube live chat up to Twitch and then Discord. So I've started building out a front-end UI for CodeLoch.com, where we're going to start driving people on the streams that want to follow the project and maybe learn some more about the commands and stuff. So give me a second, I'll get my mug out of the way and we'll get to work. I don't expect, oh no, still on vertical, let's see. No, it's not responding. Give me a second here. Might have to rename this. I had all my setup all packed up to make it easy to do remote streams out and about. The good news is we have internet at the camper now, so we'll be able to program there easier. Before I used my phone network, it ended up costing me $60 just to host a single stream. As you can see, I ended up getting all my cameras and everything all moved around, so it's a little bit annoying. The main reason though, YouTube doesn't like it when we stop streaming, and we're trying to continue to build up on what we've got going on. So all I did was part CodeLoch.com on our domain server on AWS, and I have a couple of code modifications to support that now, so we can load CodeLoch. I'm going to show you what the screen looks like in a wee second. The front end that kind of displays some of the commands and some of the various things that we could do. So this is supposed to pull in the live YouTube video. So if you go to the landing page, it should pull in the active streams. I'll work on getting that fixed. But basically when you load this, it'll just load in the stream room. Let's reload it again. Contains links, various links to the different streams. And then more importantly, the chat commands. So I'm gonna build up a list of all the chat commands we have supported in YouTube, live chat, Twitch. Give me a second here, let me wire everything up. So I need to log in Kynto on production. We're gonna populate the video ID. And we'll do the same with Twitch. And then I'm gonna see what I had left to do to get Discord up. Looks like there's some front end changes I might have to produce. As usual, our front end is done in React. Okay, let's just start with YouTube. So I'm just going to populate the video ID. It's all custom system. You get unique voice. It's yes. Start polling. All right, that's live. Let's go ahead and generate a Twitch token. Give me a moment here. I like to do this off screen. It's good practice if you stream coding that you have a screen that is not connected to the stream in order to generate your tokens and stuff. Otherwise it'd be easy for folks to use them themselves. The channel name is also CodeLoch. We'll start connection there. Right, so that's YouTube and Twitch up. The avatars you see at the bottom of the screen are controlled by live chat. Typically the audience that we've been building up here is people interested in coding. Some would have focus in web dev, but we've had all sorts come in. Had a guy that did some microarchitecture, which was pretty cool. Let's see what changes I need to push out to get the front end up to connect Discord. That's where we left off on, I think, Friday morning. Let's see. I might have already pushed it out. So I've got another laptop here, I'm signing Discord. We'll keep the to-do list short tonight. That's the wrong password. Every computer has a different password. Okay. Any questions what I'm building, please let me know. I'm happy to explain the tech stack. It's all custom built. It's been built over the course of many streams, and before that it was also building. Let's connect first on prod. Let's see if this connects. Oh no! Oh, just crashed that. Should have tried that in local first. There you go. For anyone getting into coding, well, it does get easier over time. You're going to be messing up the whole way through. Alright, let's restart Docker. First, I'll check on local what the hell just happened. Discord, no. So I can see there's some UI differences here, so we're missing something. So start connection. It doesn't update the status here, but let's see if this works. 1, 2, 3, testing. Alright, so that's coming from Discord. So you can see when I messaged the Discord channel for CodeLoch, we created an avatar and put it on the screen. That's how the YouTube live chat system works. That's how Twitch works. Let's see, is their server back up? It is. So I'll just go ahead and repopulate that. Hopefully we still have the token and clipboard. We do. It's live. I might change the YouTube integration to support just posting a link. Ideally what I'd like to do is just have it post in a link directly. Sorry, I'd like to have it automatically. What's this video ID? Hello, Kevin. Give me a second here and it should read your comment out on stream. I just had a wee crash testing an update. Alright. Turn this back on. So I've coded a custom system here that creates avatars for live stream chatters across all sorts of different live stream services. Let's see if it pulls yours in okay. Don't see it yet. Sometimes to make progress, you have to go back a wee bit. Oh, it looks like we have a...
CodeLoch says hello, testing chat read out from my ACC.
Kevin, are you interested in coding yourself? Are you a coder? I should have checked the logs before I got everything back up, but forgive me. Let's see, is this working?
Snappo says 1 new subscriber.
Thank you. Okay. Curious why that crashed. What are we missing? I did see some caching that's occurring on the React side that I thought we worked by. It's kind of unacceptable. You can see here. I'm just looking at my Git changes. I have to zoom in a wee bit. See anything relevant? We're definitely missing something. Well, you know what? Chat's up, so we'll just go ahead and get it coded so we can pull in the current live videos. I'd like to have one place because on YouTube, obviously, it's a portrait stream, but we do support landscape, so I want to let people know this. The video URL. Let's just see if it's dynamic. Oh, that's bad. Scroll down here. There's a problem. There's a problem. Let's go ahead and pull my YouTube ID. Doing this off screen. Okay, there's my channel ID. I don't think that's anything bad, so we can pop that in. Back here. Alright, cool. So that is pulling in my live stream.
Nice Years Crystals says, hello, I'm starting a non-profit for my OS. Do you have any tips for me?
That's awesome. Can you talk a little bit about your operating system? That's a big undertaking. Okay, CodeLoch.com. Alright, let's check the documentation real quick.
It is built on top of Ubuntu WSL, which is technically no OS cause of WSL, but I want to expand it.
Awesome. I make use of WSL on my Windows computer when I have to kind of replicate my development environment. What made you want to build your own version of Ubuntu? Is it like a specific focus you're going for? Let's open up Twitch just to ensure this live connection's up.
Twitch_CodeLoch says testing Twitch chat.
Right, that's working. Why is the video not opening? Let me know if that background
Kinda, I'm trying to make it for everything, games, education, and even work, hopefully.
Okay, that's a good focus. Education for sure. Are you doing any like focus on programming tools, like loading it with Scratch and stuff? That makes sense why you'd want to do a non-profit if you're trying to do education stuff. Folks, make sure you're subscribed if you want to catch these nightly streams. I literally sit here, code in front of you. This isn't a pirate software situation, you get to see it all. And that take user feedback, a lot of these commands.
I want them to teach them real coding, not the games first, then games.
Okay, very, very cool. Yeah, I learned how to code, I'm self-taught, I learned how to code when I was a kid, at 11. And it was awesome. You know, I wasn't exactly that privileged growing up. I was an immigrant to America. Grateful for that, but we weren't very well off. But, you know, put a computer in front of a kid, or even an adult, they can it just unlocks so much. So why isn't this channel blown up? Do this off screen. Do you have a name for your project that you'd like to let us know about? Because I'd like to follow it for updates. Twitch chat. Maybe it doesn't support localhost. There's Twitch TV.
I code in C++ though, so it may set me back, but I think I could make it.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, that's hardcore. I think you definitely can. Do we need to pass in a parent? Yes, we do. Okay, that works. So they don't validate the parent. Do I have to get that done? Oh, I guess they do if it's iframe. Well, that's a big pile of shite. I'm loading this on my LAN. You want to debug locally, not in production. Sometimes that causes some issues.
DG Preston says, hey CL, can you tell me again what TDS you're using?
Hey Preston, good to see you, buddy. So it's a custom coded system, but what I'm doing is I'm using the accessibility APIs built into the browser. So they have something called speech synthesis. Give me a second and I'll break up cheers for the like, whoever that was. Let's see, here we go. Yeah, so the speech synthesis API is widely supported. You see it's on the major browsers. And I think it's for the visually impaired. But I figured I could just use that to build a TTS system. And it started off as I just wanted, like Kynto didn't start off as something built for live streams. Yeah, that's what I use. It didn't start off as something I used for live streams. It was just a communication tool, mainly for me and my friends, but definitely works well for it. All right, we'll have to skip this for now. It should give us the ability to test it on local though. I'm actually going to be doing some major rework on the TTS system. I'm going to be hooking up to this little stream deck here so I can queue messages, pause them and stuff. So there's definitely going to be some reworking of it.
One new subscriber.
Cheers for the sub. That should be. Let's see what commands we're missing here. So I'm just setting up a little parking page for CodeLoch.com to kind of have a central place to bring people to the Discord and all the different channels and stuff, be able to follow the project. I can't test Discord a lot again on the server, so we're going to leave that tonight. I did crash it, but it works on local. What I'll do is I'll test that off stream. But make sure you join the Discord if you're fed up with the delay on YouTube. We have a way around that. Go pull up my notebook. I did get internet up at the camper, so won't be using hotspot now. So next weekend I'll likely actually do a stream or two during the weekend, which will be cool. But back to work tomorrow. Debating about calling out though, I feel a little bit cruddy. Curious as the caching situation. Why is it caching? Web browsers like to cache websites. That becomes problematic with web apps, especially ones in active development. And I've kind of utilized all sorts of different cache busting mechanisms. But it appears that maybe browser updates, I don't know, but kind of broken it. This UI is not the latest, so something's going on. Let's see, I did code a little reload mechanism. Could try connecting to MongoDB. So I use NoSQL for the database here, it made the most sense. I'm going to use Mongo Compass to connect to it. Give me a second. Alright, here we go. It's going to be hard for you guys to see on YouTube. I don't think I can zoom into this UI, but I'll try. Oh, we can. So here is the various database collections. What we're going to be looking at is the config. So I think it's under configs. I can create a different config per domain essentially, so I can kind of tweak how the avatar chat behaves depending on which entry point you come in. Let's see. I think I have versioning built into it. I've not had to use it in a while though. So these are all custom properties that are basically set as defaults.
Other than cache busting, I think you can set 0-second expiry or past timestamp.
Yeah, that's a very good point, and I believe I did do that. Let's take a quick look. So I'm using a reverse proxy here. And we're also doing it on 2 layers. I'm doing it on the little web server that serves this. So expires -1. Telling it not to cache. So we're doing it on the server layer, and I believe we're also doing it on engines as well. But yeah, it's a good point. If you know any other ones, please let me know. I don't think this is the latest config. Here we go. There's 63 or 64 configuration options that I've coded. This is version 19. Let's push it to 20 and let's see if it bumps it for us. Basically, I just have the JavaScript reload until it picks up the correct version. Not ideal, but we'll see if it works here. Let's disturb. It's possible something went awry in my build pipeline, but I'm not seeing any errors. Yeah, what the hell? So I'll create my own little build pipeline in Jenkins. And I run it on a server right next to the desk. So we're looking at the UI layer, which I call game for some reason. You can see I pushed some changes today. And they went through successfully. Upload my commit message. And it did work for the server update, so I don't think it's a build pipeline issue. Alright, let me get this laptop at my lab. Dog, move. He likes to sleep by my feet, but if I have to move the chair around, I don't want to crush him. First of all, let's write a note here so we keep track. It's pretty late. Hashing issue with UI layer. What I think we might do is commit some changes that I was about to push out. They're not finished yet, but they're for a domain I've not released. And I'll kind of use that to verify if it's just in my head or not.
Did you say you are using Kynto to generate the audio?
So the project here is called Kynto, Kynto. I just looked up project you reference. Looks like this is what you're speaking about. No, so as I mentioned, we get the audio generation for free just from the browser. Nothing crazy for that to work. I could step through some of the codes.
My bad, I remember now.
Yeah, no worries. I did play around with some AI options, you know, that like 11 Labs has one. It was a wee bit too slow for my needs, but it could be fun for. It could be fun for a stream. 11 Labs, I'm sure you've heard of it. Lets you clone a voice, and then you could trigger chats with like, I don't know, Donald Duck's voice or something. So. I don't want to release forgot password yet, so we'll kick that out for now. Or show status. And we're going to do a simple check to disable this from showing unless you're coming in from the correct domain. What I need to do is circle back and build a better Windows system. It's a little bit as we go here, but we'll just make this quick and dirty. Alright, so we're just going to check window location. Ref index of. We could just do it contains, but let's do it old school. CodeLoch if it's more than one. Next one. And that's true. It's true. If it's not, then just terminate. Simple little gate. Test on local. It should be load. What are we missing here? Oh, it's because I removed forgot password import, but I didn't actually remove the component invocation. Simple enough. Same with our show status. Let's pull that out right now. Right. There we go. Let's just trick it. Yeah, that works. Perfect. Oh. Okay, we'll push that out. Let's see, is there any relevant CS changes? That's another thing. I'm gonna have to come back and clean up my styling. Oh, okay, I didn't include style changes. That might have been a problem. Let's go ahead and push those out. I did get ESLint working again. Turns out there's some breaking changes though. Gonna have to go through all my imports and add the extension name to the file, which should have been in the first place, but I have easily over 100 components just for the UI layer, so it's not a small lift. Okay. Let's just do that while we're in here for all these other components.
Twitch_paradox calm says hello.
Hey, buddy, you're the first one to try out the Twitch integration. That's awesome. It's usually pretty quiet over there. So you know, there is like moderation built into the system, but it connects YouTube and Twitch and Discord all together into like one live stream. And just kind of talk about code as I code this thing. Oh, my app.js file is kind of the last.
I don't know English, but like programming.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you're probably going to struggle to understand me then. I'm not American, but I do live here. What programming languages do you like? You just did a mash replace here, but that's okay.
Christian Barrero says, what are you building?
So I'm building this avatar chat that integrates YouTube and Twitch, and I kind of just build it live.
Everyday chat GPT and right side.
What did you do before chat GPT?
Front end and back end.
Awesome. Well, you're ahead of the game there. Most people have split off into front or back end. I've seen big companies. Which is kind of weird. But yeah, any questions about the system or any feedback or improvements, please let me know. I'm not in the most beautiful code right now. There's something I've got to refactor. I've moved most of the components from React class components to functional components over time, other than
Do all chat streams cross-post?
Yes. Yes, they do. So you can all hear each other. And I built in OpenAI as moderation.
Ooh, nice. Visual.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, so we've not really explored any of the rooms in Kynto, but there's all sorts of different worlds in there. Just been kind of on a kick trying to get this all the integrations
Black
built out.
says looks impressive.
Awesome, Black, thank you. Make sure you
Dylan
guys
R
subscribe.
says hello.
Hey Dylan, good to see you, buddy. Where was it going? That's right, we're gonna commit these changes. Everything looks fine now. So Dylan, I'm setting up a landing page for the channel that has all the links. Let me quickly show you how to push it out. Let's see. Let's kill this check. So one of the problems, like,
Oh, cool.
yeah, so it kind of shows all the current live streams. The Twitch doesn't work on here, but well in production. So you can see desktop or the vertical one for mobile. And it lists some of the commands and has all the social links. And it's just a start. It's just to get something up. It'll be codeloch.com, same as the channel name. That will only have one link to give people, to make it easier to follow the project. Added an email there too, because some people like to send code, which is brilliant. All right. Bear with me while I get this up though. I also need to clean out my unstaged changes and everything.
Oh, okay, I'll go a look.
About to release it now, so give me a wee minute and I'll let you know. Oh, that's right, I forgot to update the bloody domain.
How is the moderation going?
This is the first stream I've done since I got everything built out. But no problems. We actually have a chat on Twitch. Oh, there's actually a command. Dylan was the one that gave me the idea. Dylan, go type in the who, so we can identify all the services everyone's on.
In YouTube.
There you go. Let's zoom in real quick. So this was Dylan's idea, to have a command to basically help identify who's who. And I just added like all the different services that you're all in. So you can see everyone's all over the place. And you have a whoami command. You have a whoami command that will let you like identify who you are. Oh, so Paradox, I just see your comments right now. It's not reading them all out, so I'll read them out. Might be an issue with Twitch.
Look, it's me.
There you go. So Paradox Cam says, I developed a monolithic code base because I was not acquainted with the solid principles, and now I have to rewrite the entire code base, which spans over 600,000 characters. I'm feeling reluctant to refactor it, yet maintaining it very challenging. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I think it's very relatable. Yeah, I mean, I'm even feeling it here, but one of the things that helped Kynto is building everything as an event and a handler. So code's like way more modular, but event buses also have their own issues, but I think they solve more issues than they introduce when it comes to building something like this, where I'm trying to integrate with literally anything I can throw a stick at. I think this is good here. Let's just get it into the release branch. Introduce CodeLoch.com landing page. It says there's some interesting changes. And Paradox Cam just said nice. So Paradox, make sure you
I barely understand what you're saying. I'm a Russian speaker.
Right, no worries. Just follow along best you can. I'll type it in, but make sure you subscribe because you're helping me debug the Twitch, which is very valuable. Come on. What are we missing? Oh, app.js. Okay, that's all our imports. Let's throw in some more.
Paradox.com joined Loch Lake.
Oh, awesome. He just created an account on Kynto. Yeah, so you guys that don't know, Kynto is actually a web app as well. I've just been focused on everything should be there. What's going on? Oh, I'm just reading the colors wrong. Okay, that's good.
I don't
Me like it.
I'm not really solving any problem. I'm just having fun building, kind of live stream it. But kind of the side effect of me doing that is I'm building a live stream that's powered by avatars and live chat. Everyone gets unique voice. I kind of use it to home programming and not just code for work, which is what I see a lot of people do, and it's easy to fall into that. All right, we need to trigger a build server. Okay, if it wasn't because of this project, I wouldn't have learned anything about WebRTC. If you look at the screen up here, I can share desktop, camera, microphone. It's all over peer-to-peer, and it ties in nicely to OBS, so I can use any phone, any device as an input source to do dynamic streams. So if I was to solve a problem, that's probably the thing it would do. It's making wireless streaming easier. All right, let's check out our build server.
Paradox.com joined Loch Lake.
What if you provided a translator feature that automatically renders everything you say in the chat into any language? That would be very convenient for me.
That's interesting.
Nice.
I appreciate that, Christian. I do. I appreciate you asking because it helps me crystallize like what I'm actually doing here. That's a good idea. The problem is like we all watch the same stream essentially. So how would it know what language to basically translate to? So that's something we have to think about solving. That's kind of weird. That's kind of a weird one. Okay, is that deployed yet? No, something went wrong. Oops. Tried to do too much at once. Oh. That's it.
You could try to find where the IP is coming from to determine the language.
That's a good point. So the only way we could do that though is if the person comes in on Kynto
Jess,
specifically.
that would be quite a good idea. Like if I type in Afrikaans, it shows in TDS in English. Hello dar hogan dit. Hello there, how is it going?
Now, Dylan, that's easier to do. We could definitely translate everything into like standard. Like, the problem is though, you guys have to help me out here. It's a little bit late, but like I'm only able to like send one stream off to Twitch and YouTube, right? So it's one thing to translate your comments into English, which I speak, but to translate what I'm saying into your language, like, I don't have a way to get your IP or anything. So that's why, like, I don't see a way through that unless, like, maybe you logged in Kynto specifically. Or some sort of live transcribing, but unfortunately I think that's something like Twitch or YouTube have to do. And I think I've seen like some rumblings about that. Okay, gotta trigger this build again. But Dylan, what you're saying, absolutely we could do that. Because that's just translating anything that isn't English into English. But it's a big world out there and we want to connect. This should go through this time. How are we doing on time?
One new subscriber.
Appreciate that. It looks like we're actually getting a couple of people on Twitch tonight, which is awesome. Let me ask Paradox.
Paradox, one thing I could do is make it so you could type any language into the chat and it reads it out to everyone else as English.
Not sure if that would be.
Nothing is clear, but it's very interesting. I understand that you said it's an interesting idea. Oh, thanks.
Definitely. You've definitely writing it down. I've seen you logged in Kynto, the website, so there's definitely some options if you're willing to do that. That gives us a little bit more flexibility as far as maybe translating what I'm saying, but I don't know. That's cool. Alright.
Yes, that would be excellent. And then they'll figure out the translation themselves.
Okay, we could absolutely do that then. Maybe we should look into that tomorrow. Let's see. Do you guys know what our best options are as far as translation APIs? Is there anything? I don't think there's anything built into the browser.
Something simple, like voice input in the chat. Paradox, make sure to follow on Twitch so you can test it. We'll work on it this week.
Should be done. Yeah, it's done. See, I'm talking about the cache issue, guys. Okay, the Twitch works in prod though. This should be autoplaying. What's going on now? Maybe because it's incognito, they disable autoplay. I think if you mute it, you can trigger autoplay. I think there's a permission change actually. That might be the issue.
Yes, I'm subscribed to your Twitch, bro smiley face. I subscribed right away.
Is there a way to link your website account with the platform you are watching from?
Oh, Dylan, do you mean like log in from the platform that you're watching from? So if you come over from like YouTube, you could just log in with your Google account, like something like that. Because that has been on my mind. Because you could just escape out of this and boom, you're in the world. There is some cool rooms in here. Like, let's check out some other ones.
Jess, that would be awesome to stop duplicate accounts.
Alright. Well, that's also another top to-do item then. Some guy made a map of Italy. He didn't use any items, but it's still pretty cool.
Paradox.com joined stream new.
Paradox.com says thumbs up.
Hey, welcome. That's cool. Just got bit by a mosquito. It's a small little tour of some of the rooms that people have built.
Well, if translation to English is implemented, there could be two options. Auto, you just type and it auto translates anytime. Then there is manual translate, where you have to type your language in lang.
Yeah, I definitely think that ideal solution would be, well, this room has a password. Let's see, do I know it? I think it'd be cool to do it automatically, right? Not the password. Can make little mazes and stuff. A Twitch subscriber had the idea of making it so if you're in use the movement commands, that you could basically like have live chatters create little maps and stuff. Maybe I should like build it out before I start trying to talk about it. Maybe I just crashed it.
Are you going to add a character in the game who handles this? Or just implement it in the stream chat?
It's a good question, because check this out. I have AI wait, we could actually do this right now. Check this out. I think we could do this with no code just before I've got it built. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna build, so I guess just look at my screen.
Google has a auto translator, right? It detects the lang and auto translates it.
Alright, so I'm setting up an avatar bot. So just like you see all these avatars in the room, well, before I ever had anyone come on here and ever see what I was doing, I coded AI avatars. So you can customize its personality prompt. I just put this, your purpose is take any language input that is messaged to you and respond in English. With that exact same message. Let's try it. Okay, gotcha. This is all I know. Got my stats. Oops. Oh no, did I release a bad update? Let me see. Crap, I think I did.
I understand that, and no translation needed. I
think I messed up. Hold on. Oh, yep. Damn it. I pushed out some code that shouldn't have went up. Give me a second. Oops. Luckily we can do this without breaking anything. It was...
Oh, okay, cool. I've wondered what the AI section is for.
You give me a quick second and we'll see it all working. Damn. You guys don't have to reload, just me. I'm gonna look at my file history here. Okay. Whoops. I should have done a PR review on myself. I messed up. All right. I said it would require no code, and it would have if I didn't replace chat with moderate. Give me a second. Right, that should get us back in business. So you can see that I just broke send chat request by having it moderate the message and not actually send it. So let's get this up. And this supports peer-to-peer chat and server chat for the AI to work. But we're going to try out my translator right now. See if this will work as an option. Because we could literally use it today if it works. I'll have to wait for the rebuild. So we're just going to rebuild the UI layer again. Click into this, you can see restore chat function. That's the commit. And yeah, about a minute we'll be able to test.
What is used for the AI, and does it require money after an amount of requests?
Yeah, good question, Dylan. So I implemented OpenAI's chat inference. It's basically the engine behind ChatGPT. The API doesn't have any sort of memory, but I coded my own little one, and it kind of like emulates ChatGPT in a sense. So it does cost money. I think I'm using ChatGPT 3.5 for the translator, so it's only a few pennies, but yeah, it does. It costs a wee bit of money, but just to be aware if you're going to use it. Give this a minute to build. Appreciate the likes tonight, guys. That helps us get noticed by the algorithm.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so right now it's archiving my changes and deploying them to Amazon. And I think it's done. All right. I'm gonna reload and we're gonna test the translator. I'm gonna reload twice to be safe. Alright, there's a few of us in here tonight, look at that. So we can plot up this way as well.
Como estis? Live chat translator says como estis.
No, it's not working. Let's see.
Hola. Hola.
Alright. Let's fix its prompts. Let's do a tiny bit of prompt engineering. It's been a minute.
What would it take to make subscriber-only commands like auto-translation for them only, or something else like that, beaming face with smiling eyes, or is it better to keep them like this?
Dylan, that's definitely a great idea. I need some sort of way for people to show their support. Okay, that would be really cool and very encouraging. Come on, hurry up. Oh no, there's two. Oops.
Hola. Hello.
Hey. Alright, we might have something here. Let me make its username simpler so we could actually test it, because you should be able to tag. I don't know if I have the AI hooked up to the live chat, I guess we're gonna find out. Give me a second here. Let me make it something simpler. So this is one of the reasons I've kind of just kept working on the same project, is because you never know when like it might come together one day. Alright, we'll call it translate instead. I don't expect this to work, but I'm going to try it anyway, just from YouTube.
At translate Ola.
Okay, so I have to chain up.
I'm going to try and find another way to pull live chats from YouTube. Maybe I can find a cheeky way to do it.
Please do. If you could find a way to do it like with WebSockets, we could have instantaneous
And now
chat.
make it so that it writes what you say there. You press a button when you want to speak to someone who doesn't know English, and it only outputs when you press the hotkey.
Paradox. Make sure you join the Discord. Let me see if I can send you a link. If you can access Discord. I'm sure you can, but I have some questions. I don't know if you can post Discord links in chat, but try it. All right, let's continue our testing. Let's look at some language stuff to translate. And then we'll go and modify my plugin chain that I coded. It's all custom, but we're going to chain it together so YouTube and Twitch can invoke other plugins. But first, let's do some more testing here. Computer's lagging. So I wrote a string that converted to French. We're going to try it with the translator.
Kynto est.
Translate says Kynto is a virtual avatar chat powered by live chats.
Cool. All right, so let's hook this up so YouTube and Twitch can invoke that. I thought I already coded it to support it. Let's see. I might try it one more time. It might already be set up. Okay, so
Translated. Zazel v Discord.
Perfect. Thank you for the example. I'll copy that. Hopefully it's good. Try to select it. There we go. Let's see. Oops. What's going on here? Let me close some browsers here. I got too much going on.
I'm already in Discord.
Oh, awesome. And it worked. The translate thing. So Paradox, I just have to wire this up for you and you'll be able to type in Russian, which is really cool.
Ha ha ha. Cool.
Hey, awesome. So, good to hear you there. Let me go ahead and set this up so it can take care of us, do it for us from the chat. So, avatar message room is the function there. And let's see, it's a direct. So it's calling the chat plugin. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, here's our problem. So it's triggering my chain of plugins, but the recipients needs to be set to the translator name. Right now I have it going to room. So let's experiment a little bit. This is one of the core things about working with live chat and like building a project around it. Is it's like it ends up getting kind of driven by you guys. Let's go into chat plugin. So where's it triggering the AI? I forgot, I coded this a while ago. I'll try one of the other bots.
Is that comfortable for you? When I'm writing, seeing only 20 lines isn't enough. I can see at least 50 lines on my monitor, but you only see 20.
No, Paradox, it's not. It's funny you noticed that. It's because on YouTube, they can only see a little bit of the screen, so I have to zoom in quite far in order for them to see it. But yeah, it took a bit of getting used to. Where was I? Because it's portrait on YouTube. Let me just write this down real quick where we're at, first off. So set up a translate bot. And we could come back and make it automatically detect language at another time. That's definitely going to be maybe a premium thing or something. I don't know, but we'll at least get that built. I just long term I don't want to do that for every message because it would run every single one through the bot.
Understood.
Yeah, no, good question though. Okay, we've got it written down.
One new subscriber.
Okay. Should try this again. Let's just try it from in-game chat. Oops.
Did you spend a lot of time on this project?
Yes. That's a good question. I definitely have. I only started streaming it kind of in the last year or so, maybe. Got serious about it maybe 6 months ago. But I've been coding this for a while. It's actually been like if you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see a video from when I was 11 years old, where I was working on the first versions of Kynto, and it was super simple. It was just tiles and avatars. wasn't hooked up to anything. But I kind of learned how to code because of this game, Habbo Hotel. I didn't have any money when I played this as a kid. You had to pay money to get items in it, and it was cheaper to learn how to code.
Why not use Discord to show different live stream translation vids?
Well, essentially to do that, we'd have to set up different streams for different languages, right? Is that what you mean? Or like, to explain a wee bit. It's kind of late for me, so I'm starting to lag in my brain.
One new subscriber.
Thank you. Let me show you just the original videos on the channel here. So if I come out to some of the videos.
Just that's how I thought about it.
So you can see my first videos about modern Kynto were 1 year ago, but look at the first video 14 years ago. I actually have some videos I want to show that I coded back in the day, but check this out. This was 14 years ago. It's the same art, but this was in Flash. And I was demonstrating integrating JavaScript with ActionScript 3. So you could like code little games or some crap. Never really got anywhere with it. You know, I just ended up getting a job when I became an adult.
Me 1.5 follows YouTube.
Cool.
Awesome. I do have a sneaky video that I want to go through another day. Maybe I should show it, but no, we'll save this for another day. This Geico protest video is really funny. I had to write a bot 11 years ago because someone hit my car and my insurance company didn't pay me money to fix my car. So I wrote a bot to deal with it, and the CTO got me on the phone, asked me to stop what I was doing, and they were sending a rental and the car would be fixed. But yeah, it's cool posting videos. I didn't post that many, but I see the value in it looking back. Kind of documents the progression a little bit. Alright, what was it?
OMG, 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 OMG.
Yeah, we'll have to do a little watch party on it.
Hello.
Okay, so that works there. I wrote that in C#. I've not written in C# in years. That's what I was working with back then.
One new subscriber.
Thank you. Dylan, around the time you showed up and Preston as well, the live streams just started getting engaging, started getting fun.
Can I do the moderation test if it works, Shelterin?
At Translate
No.
14.
I'm just shocked. 14 years on the project. I thought I spent a lot on the site. And now I see you and I'm in shock.
Whoa, the translate bot worked. You just proved it worked, Paradox. Thank you.
Oh, that's cool. Beaming face with smiling eyes.
Yeah, that is brilliant. We didn't even do any code for that. Thanks, Paradox. So Paradox, I stopped developing on this project for 10 years. So, but
At
I've always
Translate.
wanted.
You're so cool in this.
I appreciate you. I stopped. Like, I've always wanted to finish this project. It's why I started coding. But I did stop for like 10 years and got quite depressed not doing what I wanted to do. It sounds simple, it looks silly or whatever, but just kind of feel the urge to build it. And if you have that feeling, like chase it, like act on it. Hopefully in time we can get some artist help to get some new assets built. Like, really make this fun. But
@translate.
Better right. I understood only from your information that thank you for
@translator hello work die. Die is regtig awesome. Ragtag cool.
it's at translate, Dylan. But I want to see if it works with Afrikaans as well. Alright, let me write Paradox.
I wanted to work on this since I started learning how to code but stopped for 10 years as I worked on my...
Sorry I messed up the TT's grinning face with sweat.
No, Dylan, you're good. That's the next thing we're gonna fix. Like push it to its limits so you get me working on the right stuff. Like Paradox did with Translate. And you too, you helped refine the idea.
One new subscriber.
Okay, I think I want to start wrapping this up in the next 10 minutes. It's almost 5 AM. But what I'll do is I'll...
@translate.
@translate. 4. Solid.
I understand. Well, in general, you spent 4 years. You are very cool. I can't seem to start learning programming. I constantly give up. Right now, I'm working on a monolithic project with ChatGPT and I have to refactor it into Solid.
Okay, real quick, Dylan. It looks like you are using the right tag, but Paradox is logged into Kynto. That's why it's working for him. So tomorrow night, I'll chain it up so YouTube can trigger it. So that's my fault. So if you want to hop on Kynto real quick to try if it does that, or I could do it for you. Hold on. Let me try for you.
@translate.
Hello everyone. How are you? That's cool. Ragtag awesome.
Oh, that's cool. So it does support it. Alright, be right back.
Austri Obzori TV says follow your YouTube. It's Paradox Calm.
Awesome, cheers for the support. That helps us grow. Paradox, what is your project coded in? Which language?
@translate.
I didn't quite understand. Smotra tak. I am Russian smiley face.
What language is your project coded in? PHP-JS.
Yeah, PHP was one of the first languages I learned.
ffideal.ru. It's my site. Very bad coding.
Dylan, the only reason he was able to send links is because he was in Kynto. Yeah, just heads up. Okay, sweet. Was this it? Looks like you're using React. Not React, Bootstrap, sorry.
It's all ChatGPT.
That's crazy. I don't think it's... Do you think ChatGPT has made learning how to code harder?
600k word.
Do you think chat has helped you learn how to code or made it harder?
Dylan, I see how I'm going to wire this up. So to put the translate into
@translate.
YouTube.
ChatGPT didn't help me learn programming in general. I was able to read code and learn various tricks, but without ChatGPT, I wouldn't be able to do anything from scratch.
I see. It's an interesting world today, that's for sure. But we're going to wind this down for tonight. It's 5 a.m. Eastern time zone. Cheers for joining.
@translate.
But if I specifically were learning,
Thanks for sticking around. All I will be back on after work and tomorrow night, hooking up translation direct into YouTube and Twitch for one.
I cut you off there, let's see. Yeah, I agree. It could be a tool to help you learn, but it could also, like in a sense, help you cheat. Alright guys, thank you. We'll be back. Paradox, have a great day or a great night. I'm sure your time zone is quite different than mine.
@translate.
alright, have a nice day, I'll be here tomorrow. Well, in general, I'm waiting on Twitch.
Awesome, thanks again all.